All-Star Batman number 13, which obviously Connor's the only one that's been reading this since
A while.
a while, yeah. It's actually not been that many issues, but it keeps getting delayed. In actual time, it's been a long time. So,
It still typically comes out every month, though.
anyway, this was Scott Snyder and Raphael Albuquerque. At least they're the main people on the book. I think there's a
Yeah, and
backup
the others are
with.
just for the backup, which
Yeah.
I didn't read.
Oh, fair enough. So, main story then.
Yeah,
What
I've not been
was.
reading the backups in a while, to be honest. No, we're still on this. No, the Alfred story, and a lot more of this is actually the past stuff in Alfred's youth, in that program that he was going through to be some kind of soldier,
Hmm.
like a Batman prototype sort of thing was kind of what it was. But again, tying in with this whole theme of Bruce being his son, it's all about his relationship with his mentor in this program, and the idea that ultimately it boils down to how the mentor's like, yeah, I keep trying this, and they keep dying because they're too worried about attachments. So ultimately, we've got to cut those ties, and it's this comes up a lot. Where Alfred's kind of thinking, maybe if I retired, maybe if I left, Bruce would kind of give it up because he wouldn't. I'm not there to facilitate it and enable him.
Hmm.
And but in the past, it actually boils down to his mentor goes off to assassinate Alfred's dad. It's like
Okay.
literally cut all ties. It's like, well, if you've got nothing left to care about, then you'll devote everything to this, which is kind of how Bruce has been.
Yeah, going out of your way to do it though is another
Right, right,
another whole other matter.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. But it's a real nice seeing Alfred as this spy story. It's a lot of fun seeing him go through all this training missions and stuff, and it's all about the trust between the pair, and it feels very Batman and Robin sort of the idea that
Hmm.
they have to trust each other, and
Is all the story flashback?
not all of it, just about 80% this issue.
It's just because the cover is like this neon-looking Batman fight, and I'm like, where does that fit into all this Alfred story?
I'm getting to that.
Okay, okay.
That guy that he's fighting on there, that's Briar, who was Alfred's mentor.
Right, okay, so he's here in present day as the
So he's
villain.
here in present
Right,
day in
okay.
the villain as well, and he's coming after Bruce, and they're having a bit of a tussle, which is kind of secondary to what the story is. It's kind of just there because it's like, we got to have some Batman action, which is fine, but it's really not that interesting. The Batman side of things, there's the best stuff that comes from Alfred's reactions to seeing what Batman does, like when Batman stops these two bikers and tries to commandeer one of their bikes because things are going wrong, and Alfred's just talking about how like they just stop because he has a presence, and things like that. Those things are really quite effective.
Okay.
But the art's gorgeous again, as always, because Albuquerque he really plays with the shadows and stuff in the spy stuff, and it's the most interesting Alfred stuff I've seen in a while. But the Batman fight's kind of underwhelming, though. I'll be
Oh,
honest.
fair enough. Yeah, because isn't this is the next one the last one? Does it end at 14?
I think 15,
15, okay.
because this is part 4. I don't remember this being a 5-part thing.
I'm just curious because like just where it is in the story, like how much is left. This is the yeah. 'Cause it does make All Star Batman feel like this weird like hodgepodge of like it was meant to be longer, and I know they're going to do this like prestige thing instead for the next whatever the next story
Yeah.
was going to be. It's just kind of funny to me that it feels less like an ongoing series and more like just a couple of arcs, and that's all it
No,
all it
no, it's
is.
true. Because,
Yeah.
and I think even the arcs have felt very separate.
Hmm.
Like the first arc was, which that was
Two
the
Face one with the
Two-Face
road
one,
trip.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like one whole thing. And then the second one was the one with all the the separate artists.
Yeah, yeah. I read like half of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which was mostly individual issues, but then kind of connected to a larger story.
It feels like it's been like a series of different miniseries that just happen to be held together with the same name.
Yeah. Because I do remember when they originally like announced it, the pitch was kind of All-Star Batman referred to a team of all-star artists. It was like a
Yeah.
showcase for the art. And I think it's, other than the first arc, that's been true.
Yeah, because Romita Jr., yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much all the artists on the second arc were great, and you had a good variety. And then, Albuquerque, who doesn't love Albuquerque doing Batman?